We'll start with the Devontae Adams trade, obviously, to the Jets today, and the rival Bills, who just hung on for the win last night, acquiring Amari Cooper from the Browns today. So 2 big NFL trades. Jack, I turn it over to you, my friend.
Yeah, 2 huge NFL trades today, but Tuesday means we have new NFL power rankings from ESPN.
Love it.
Your top 5, Baltimore Ravens at 5, Houston Texans at 4, Detroit Lions at 3, Minnesota Vikings at 2, and the Kansas City Chiefs at 1. Carm, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. TJ Hawkinson, he's been activated off the IR to practice. He could be back. The Vikings could be even better than they are right now.
Yeah, that's true. I still think at some point Sam Darnold maybe comes back down to earth a little, but I appreciate what the Vikings have done, or at least I can respect what they've done. They've played great. Their differential's incredible.
And they get a Detroit team that doesn't have Aiden Hutchinson.
That's right. How anybody can formulate a set of power rankings and have the Baltimore Ravens at 5th is asinine, quite frankly. I mean, there are not 4 better teams in the NFL than the Baltimore Ravens. We can ask Furman this when he joins us in 2 days. My guess is Furman would say every bookmaker in America would make the Baltimore Ravens a favorite over every other team in the NFL, the Chiefs included, on a neutral field. The number 1 power-rated team from the people that pull the strings with all the money are the Baltimore Ravens. That'd be my guess. My guess would be Baltimore is power-rated higher than any team in the league. They certainly can't be 5th. So my guess is they'd be a small favorite even over the Chiefs on a neutral.
Now let's get to the important team.
The Bears. I'm going to guess.
Let's get to the Bears. In aggregate, I don't think they can be any worse than 14th.
I was going to say 15th, but
I don't think they could be worse than 14th in any one of the polls that you've got.
I don't know.
At 4-2, they're a playoff team right now. They're the 6th team in the playoffs.
All right. You think I'm going to say 15th. You're saying 14th.
16th.
16th.
And I thought it was too low, too. It's crazy to me. Chargers are right behind them at 17. Right in front of them, the Cowboys at 15.
That's ridiculous.
Seahawks at 14 at 3-3. They've lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Giving up 35 points a game in those 3 losses. Eagles at 13. Falcons at 12. Steelers at 11. Niners at 10. Commanders at 9, Packers at 8, Buccaneers at 7, Bills at 6.
I think they've got most of the teams right in the top 10. I just don't agree with the order at all. I don't. Well, I think with at least with one major exception.
I think our guy Prisco has them rated the highest.
He's had the Bears much higher, so I'm guessing he's got them as a fringe top 10 team. I think Shea and his power rankings had the Bears at 10th or 11th last week. We'll see what they are tomorrow on Cap and Hoodie.
10th is where I think Prisco has them. CBS?
Yeah,
10th?
Could be right. Jack's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Jack had it up earlier. I saw it. It was up there. I know Prisco's got him at 10.
It was a little bit lower than that, but it was close.
I thought Prisco had him at 10. Somebody had him at 10.
Shane Norland.
Shane Norland.
Sugar Shane Norland.
Who would you have him above in these rankings? Would you have him above the Cowboys?
Yes.
Seahawks?
Yes. Yeah, that's not even difficult. Yes.
The Seahawks are so beat up on defense right now. Like,
I think the Seahawks are worse than the Cowboys.
I don't have the patience to jack with you today. Settle down just a little bit.
Better settle down there, Jack.
I mean, listen.
Gary's coming after you. I might have him ahead of him.
Injuries matter.
Injuries matter. If you're setting a line right now, it matters. It matters.
I mean, don't tell me what the Cowboys, what people thought about them beforehand.
I agree with you.
The injuries make them lesser of a team. That's just the way it goes. Detroit is a lesser team today because they lost Aiden Hutchinson.
I'm setting my power rankings based on if the teams played today on a neutral. That should be your power ranking for Week 7.
Yeah.
So I would agree. Prisco has the Bears 9th.
9th?
Yes.
See, I told you.
He's got the Seahawks 16th and the Cowboys 17th.
There you go.
Now he's got the Commanders behind the Bears at 12th. I don't know if I totally agree with that. He might be doing that on the strength of the Bears defense. And they're not playing at a neutral next week, but we'll see what that line looks like. My guess is Washington's going to be favored.
2.5 to 3.5
in that game. Yeah. That'd be my guess.
Because of the home field advantage.
All right. What else, Jack?
The other story of the day was Dan Lanning, the coach of Oregon, says he purposely induced a 12-man penalty late in that game.
Yes.
We all saw the Oregon-Ohio State game. He says that was on purpose, had the extra guy run onto the field to save a little bit of extra time.
I asked Jurko if he thought he did that on purpose. Jurko said absolutely.
Not so much to save time. Time is not an issue of that. It's precious. He put him out there so they had an extra man in coverage because the time coming off the clock was going to come off the clock anyway. He didn't want to have a catastrophic play.
That's exactly.
That's why he put him out there.
Yeah,
that's 100% why. And he didn't care about the penalty.
He didn't care about the 5 yards.
Yes, he didn't care about
Traded
the 5
yards for 5 seconds.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
That's what he did.
Yes, intentional.
Intentional. Yes, kind of a stroke of genius. And then Will Howard just had a brain fart.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he really did.
His brain farted.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was.
Compelling and rich.
It was a great game. And then this week, there's some good ones in college.
I was watching in a pub.
2 big SEC games this week.
I was watching in a pub.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, communication, talking, conversation, looking up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Anything else we got?
Yeah, one more thing. So with this Davante Adams trade, my question to you guys is Aaron Rodgers the most powerful player in the NFL in terms of affecting this team?
Probably. I mean,
They fired a head coach.
Heaven and earth here, right, to try to make him happy.
They made him happy last year. He got hurt. He had the ruse of he was going to come back to try to help the team, to keep him properly motivated, to stay competitive throughout the year. It was all a ruse. He wasn't coming back from an Achilles injury in 4 months. And now he's gone about the business of getting a head coach fired and making him trade for Davante Adams.
They traded assets for him. They hired Nathaniel Hackett for him.
Yep.
They fired a coach, like Jurko said, for him. They've added personnel for him. They've traded more assets to get Davante Adams for him. So, yeah, he's pretty powerful.
And the referees protected him when he fumbled yesterday, and they said it was a forward pass. What kind of joke is that?
Tuck rule?
Did you see that?
I saw it.
I mean, that's a fumble. At what point don't you throw the ball? When the ball's aiming down,
saying it wasn't. I don't know. To me, it looked like a fumble.
It's a fumble.
We don't know what a fumble is, and we don't know what a catch is in this league. It's weird.
The NFL over officiates. That's what they do.
It's very
too many
weird.
Stupid people sitting in rooms trying to write out what the rules are.
I don't know. All right. Anything else, Jack?
No, that's about it. I just would say it feels like Rodgers is getting the Brady treatment that Brady got once he went to Tampa Bay, but he actually hasn't succeeded there yet.
He hasn't.
That's the big difference.
And he's a few Super Bowl rings shy, as great as he's been.
What was Brady, 5-7 before they ripped it off? Or was he 7-5 after the Bears beat him? When he forgot how many downs there were.
Forgot the
Do you remember
downs?
that?
Oh, of course.
I think they were 7-5.
The anniversary's right about now.
Right, yeah. Well, it's 12 games. They were either 5-7 or 7-5. It was one of the two, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was that deep in the season because that was an October game.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get it right now. That was COVID, wasn't it? That was 2020.
It may have been.
I think it was.
Hold on, wrong guy.
It was. Hold on. Yeah, because it was the year they won the Super Bowl.
I got you.
All right, that Bear game was they were 3-2. It was Thursday, October 8th. They lost to the Bears by a point. They were 3-2. They were 7-5 at their bye week, though, and they never lost again.
They
won
never lost again.
8 straight. 4 in a row to end the season after their bye. 4 straight in the playoffs.
There you go.
That is the Lunch Rush, brought to you by Fry, the Coop. It's Carmen and